morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever happens to be when you watch this. I hope all is well with you. At the time in which I am live streaming this, which you may end up seeing later, which is fine, it is 8:01 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on October 24th, 2020. It is the day before my 50th birthday. I will be going into work today. Tomorrow is my normal day off, which is the way things happen. I have nothing planned for my birthday, which is usually fine. Not even going to go to the place and get a free meal. Excuse me. Celebrating birthdays on October 24th. Kevin Kline. He was in the movie A Fish Called Wanda. I Love You to Death. The one with Tom Selleck, In and Out. B.D. Wong's birthday is today. Bill Wyman of the Rolling Stones. F. Murray Abraham. Drake. Monica. Karen Austin, who played the wife to John Candy's character in the movie Summer Rental, 1985. Shanae Grimes Beach. She kind of looked familiar, but I was like, I don't know. John Cassier, Kassir. He was on Tales from the Crypt, 1989 to 1996. Joshua Shalakar and Daniel Shalakar. I may be mispronouncing that, and I apologize. They were the child from the Honey, I Blew Up the Kid, 1992. Mary Bono, Tila Tequila, and to the late David Nelson, who played Dave Nelson on the TV series Ozzie and Harriet, 1952 to 1966. Bob Kane, I believe, was the creator of Batman. If I'm wrong on that, I apologize, but I believe he had more to do with it than Stan Lee, which I'm not even sure I'm on the right thing. Sorry. I worked last night and I'm a little tired. And to the late S. William Hinsman, who played a zombie in the movie Night of the Living Dead, 1968. That was out of the top 150 of 1,166. Bill Wyman was like 125 on the list of 150, maybe 115 in the list. Kevin Kline was like 8. The people who were I don't mention out of that, I don't recognize. If I don't recognize them, I'm not going to go, hey, yeah, it's their birthday. I don't recognize them. You may end up recognizing them. I thought I recognized Shanae Grimes Beach, but I'm not sure if that was just the picture made her look familiar or what. Because, yes, sometimes I don't recognize the person. But they were in something like 300, or they were in A Nightmare on Elm Street, or one of the Friday the 13th movies. Sorry, there's something there and I couldn't see it without my glasses. That was birthdays today. I have no movies to talk about right now. When I say my birthday is tomorrow, October 25th, that is true. It is also my late father's birthday. I was born on his 42nd birthday. So in 1970, I was born, which in 1998, no, Yes. No. Give me a second. The thing was, my dad turned 70. I was born in 1970. So it was 1998 because in 1998 I turned 28, which was the year he was born. So it was like I turned 28, he turned 70, and then but it was the my dad has been gone for I don't know, 15 years, I think now. My mom has just recently passed, so I don't want to bring you down. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Um, my birthday is tomorrow. My dad's birthday is tomorrow. Someone I went to high school with, his birthday is tomorrow, October 25th. Um, someone I work with, his birthday is also tomorrow. I asked him if he had any plans. He's like, "No. What about you?" I was like, "Oh, same old, same old." He's like, "Yeah, I hear that." It was funny, but it was like probably inappropriate for the workplace. We had 11 or 12 skids last night, and it was just unlike the day before, where the pallets and skids had maybe 2 layers of cheese. The boxes, um, 2 layers of boxes of cheese. There were like 4 of them like that. So it, it was kind of neat. Tonight, we ended up getting help. Amy is amazing. She's fast. She works. She got the cheese done. She went to do yogurt. I was in the cooler after we broke down the load, um, which got done a lot faster with her help. I want to say there were 4 L carts for the cooler, plus a skid that we did not break down. We were out of the L carts, so it was just let's just put this in the cooler. It'll get work that way. So I worked the cooler. Amy worked the cheese. Daniel worked the juice. Then he went to butter biscuits, and Amy went to yogurt. I was still in the cooler. I did the sour cream, the cottage cheese cart. There were 2 of them, so I mean, one of them was like this, but so there's some items on it. So there were 5 L carts for the cooler. Yeah, because there was also cooler the creamer also put on that because it was like we'll just put the rest of the creamer on that one and it's going in the cooler. It'll get work. And Daniel was like, okay. So we did that. It was a good night. Um, I had started on the skid at about 5 a.m. 5:30. I don't know. It was somewhere like that. The stuff for the end cap, which doesn't, it's not in the cooler. It's at like at the end of the aisle. Um, there's like a cooler sitting at the end. That's an end cap, or the shelf that has stuff on it, like, "Hey, look at me, I'm on sale," type of things. There's a cooler back by the corner where uh, the cooler doors meet the open cooler. There's one like at the end of the aisle. So uh, there was items that went out there that I put onto a small L cart while I was in the cooler. It's like, okay, if this is going out, then I'll take this out to do later because this goes, this goes, this goes. The lady that works the morning shift, Monica, she came in and was like, "What all do you have left?" Because she didn't know. I was like, "Oh, uh, I have everything done except the skid. I'm breaking down the skid. These are done. It's just I had them separated due to the fact that I was still working on this when this one, whatever, and so I ended up moving back and forth between putting them on there." She was like, "Okay, just the skid would have been fine. You didn't have to go into all that." I'm paraphrasing. She just looked at me like I was weird, which I'm used to. I'm used to everybody looking at me like I'm weird. It's the pointing I could do without. No, or the laughing while pointing. I don't mind the laughing. It's the pointing while laughing. Um, I informed her the Alcart also, but that's for the end cap. She's like, "Oh, okay." So, and she started helping break down the skid to uh, put things up, and I was like, if it would go faster, if you want to, no, I said, if you want to spot this, I'll start working it. And she was like, if it gets done faster. I was like, yeah, usually, because if we're both trying to break down the skid and work it, because you figure you got the L carts. I mean, there's like this much room to walk in the cooler because the L carts are here. So now there's this much room left in the cooler to walk. So if we're both trying to carry a product back and forth from the skid or pallet, however you want to call it, that we're going to be crossing paths. So I mean, I suggested if you want to spot this, I will work it, and and she's like, hey, if it gets done faster. I was like, yeah. So she spotted a bunch of stuff. I had some stuff on the yeah, that's what it was. So yeah, I clocked out about 6:45, scheduled to 6:30. So uh, I didn't have to break. um, right. I finished the stuff in the cooler. Then I took the L cart out with the product for the end cap and the shamrock I was going to use to put the cardboard in and the plastic into the bag for the plastic. The morning guy, Ricky, said, "Hey, if you're done with that, I'll take care of it. Because he could use it for his stuff." I was like, "Okay, cool. One less thing for me to take care of. I'll take care of that empty L cart though, and this one that I'm taking with because there was one item left of everything that could go on the end cap. Uh, it was a creamer, one of the littler bottles, not the little bottle, because about this size compared to the bigger creamer bottles. Because there's like the really big creamer bottles, then there's like the medium size, and then there's like the smaller size, which this is 16.9 fluid ounces or 1.05 pint, 500 milliliters. So you figure. So yeah, she spotted everything. I worked what went. Um, then I took the skid out because it was empty. Put that out on the in the back for the store in the receiving area. There's like an area. It's like I said it there. I was like somebody will take care of it, and I laid it down because there are some people. Someone is standing them up, and that's an OSHA violation. It's like don't do that. So I laid it down. I'm going to be 50 tomorrow. Uh, how are you doing today? Everything all right, I hope? I'm hoping. Keep this short because my brother's coming home from doing laundry in about 10, 15 minutes. Give me time to have my salad. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope all is well with you. I was going to say something else, but I don't recall what. Be kind to each other. We're all going through shit. Some of us are better at hiding it and whatnot, but we're all going through shit. Sometimes somebody just saying, "Hey, man, all right, good job," is enough to help take. It's like, "Hey, thanks," I, you know, or "You got this. You're good. Everything's all right." Something. That positive affirmation type of thing. I hope all is well with you. I really do. Thank you for watching. Take care.